Welcome back to another day. Oh my God, my camera works today. To another day of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, 30NSG, and on today's show, I know the Nintendo Direct just went off. I know you guys are talking about Turok and stuff like that. That wasn't planned for today's show, but we can put it into the end of the show. Also, Crimson Desert posted a new video. We're going to watch that later in the episode. We're going to talk about Skyrim. Lead says that a $100 video game may not be the best idea. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Overwatch. Overwatch 2 drops the 2. Okay, who gives a shit? With the colossal overhaul, and the Rain Talon begins with 5 new characters dropping next week, and then bringing another 5 characters throughout the year. Imagine that, chat. Imagine Overwatch waking up from their coma because there was no competition, and then Marvel Rival comes out, and now there's competition. Imagine. And then we're gonna watch a video called "Is the Gaming Industry Cooked?" It's from GameRanks, and they talk about the AI genie that's out. So we're gonna watch that, discuss that, and then we'll go over Crimson Desert, like I said. If you guys like what I do, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. There we go. I don't know why my camera was messed up. Fixed now. All right. What's going on, chat? Good morning. Let me scroll up here and see who's all here. Mr. Z, good morning. Eclipse, good morning. Stealth, Allturn, Jason, Big Mo, what's going on? Water Bear, Aku, Travis, good morning. Did I say Roic? I think I said Roic. If I didn't say Roic, what's going on? I saw someone. Jacob, what's going on? Good morning. Sard, what's going on? Jesse Mack, good morning. Kylo, Jay Breezy, good to see you. Kraken, what's going on? All right, let's start off with the Overwatch news, shall we? Chopper Eric, what's going on? Let's start off with Overwatch 2 drops the 2 with the colossal overhaul, and the Reign of Talon begins with 5 new characters dropping next week and a freaking Hello Kitty collab. I know you guys are excited for Hello Kitty. Okay. If you guys like what I do, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. We just cover news stories, have conversations. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We also get your thoughts and opinions after I give my thoughts and opinions. Blizzard will, new Overwatch Spotlight Showcase revealed a brand new era of PvP hero FPS. Okay, Blizzard Entertainment, long-running, free-to-play PvP hero shooter Overwatch 2 has had a rough few years since it relaunched across the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in late 2022, but it may change that gigantic overhaul studio just announced for the once global-dominated FPS. In a developer new Overwatch Spotlight Showcase, you can watch full presentation here. It says Blizzard announced that the official dropping of the 2 from Overwatch 2.
Here you go. Halfway to buying Toxic Commando Day 1.
Thank you very much. Water Bear with the $20. $20. Thank you very much for that. As it said, here you go. Halfway of buying Toxic Commando Day 1. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. So in 2026, Arc and Rain Talon, the narrative of the kickoff, the Vendetta overthrowing Doomfist to become the Talon faction leader. And in Season 1, Named Conquest is scheduled to go live next week on February 10th. When it does, it introduces 5 new heroes to the game, raising the roster to 50 playable characters. You guys understand what's going on here, right? Right? You guys understand what's going on here? Overwatch was in a coma. They didn't have any competition for years. Marvel Rivals says we're going to copy your homework, but we're doing it with the Marvel brand, and it exploded. Overwatch is like, holy shit. Guys, wake up.
At Brain Eclipse 187 celebrates 28 months of membership. Kuna for life ! !_30 do it ! _30 do it.
Eclipse, thank you very much for the 28 months. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Right? They took heroes. They finally woke up out of their coma and said, we need to make something because they're getting 12 characters a year, Marvel Rivals, and we're doing 1, maybe 2, right? They didn't know what they were doing, and then all of a sudden, now they announce multiple characters. These heroes include Damina, a specialized poke tank that fights from afar with long-range beam, creates a protective barrier that also individually destroyable segments, okay? Emery, a fast-paced run-and-gun hero with a burst-fire rifle and bouncing grenades. I hate these names. Mizuki, an aggressive support with healing aurora, fuel damage, and Casa that can also be thrown in allies to heal them. Anran, a Phoenix-themed character that wields deadly Fury fans and Jetpack Cat. And yes, the name is now reality with the flying feline able to lift allies into the air and creative play make them carry enemies into hazards with its ult. Oh, it's sort of like Jeff the Landshark. Notably, Anran is getting a hero trial ahead of Season 1, launched with runs about February 5th until the season drops, giving players an opportunity to enjoy her early. Blizzard also says that the 5 more heroes are coming in 2026, 5 future seasons, with 1 releasing as each one begins. Okay, so let's see this for a second here. It's 34 minutes. We're not going to watch the whole thing.
I was thinking about... Remember that little red bike that I begged you for? And that kid that tried to take it from me. I broke his nose. I was so scared you'd be mad, but you were proud of me. You said, never let anyone take what is yours. But now you're gone, and they've taken everything.
Speaking of Gunnar Eclipse, right? Like, you know, all these new characters are going to be definitely in the Gunnar area of the internet for Overwatch characters.
Now, I have nothing.
Clearly, you have gathered us all here for a reason. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Get to the point.
We should have put a stop to Vendetta a long time ago. She's a threat.
I've been tracking her for years. She's gone from nothing to this. She's building up to something, and if we don't rein her in, she's going to...
Good. You've saved me the trouble. You're all here.
Ah, Martia, what an unexpected pleasure.
You're not welcome here, Vendetta.
Not welcome. I've earned my right to be here. Paid for in blood. But what have you done? Lurked in the shadows.
This has got very... Obviously, I know it's Blizzard, but it almost looks like... Obviously, we know it's Overwatch, but the character styles almost look like World of Warcraft, right? They've shaped their whole studio to look like the same.
Carved up my father's empire. Cast me aside. I want what I am owed.
Owed? Child, you mistake your successes for succession. It is time you learn the difference. Predictable.
Never let anyone take what is yours.
Pathetic. It takes rare arrogance to challenge me.
My family gave everything to Talon. And like a coward, you buried our legacy. I'm here to take it back.
You deserve nothing. Power is not passed down. It must be seized.
I agree. And you are in my way!
What's wrong, Argus? Jax, roadkill. Tyler, what's going on? Jesus, is 34 minutes a fucking trailer? What's going on here?
You disappoint me. So close to your vengeance. And now, you hesitate. It makes you weak.
I want to remember this moment.
I always think it's funny that Overwatch and then make these like cool trailers, but there's like no story in the actual game.
Talon may have stolen my past, but I am its future. A shame you won't be around to enjoy what comes next.
Oh shit, they just Mace Windu him.
No more mistakes. No more weakness. I
More power.
will lead us out of the shadows to seize what should have always been ours. And the world will kneel. A new Talon Empire begins now.
Vendetta is reclaiming what is rightfully hers.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward to here.
Enemies for damage or as a time dodge against big abilities, even ultimates. The invulnerability window extends with each enemy hit, encouraging bold dives right into the fray. And then there's her ultimate, or ultimates. Alive, Onron unleashes Vermilion Ascent, soaring upward before crashing down to ignite enemies. But if she dies first, Vermilion Revival triggers a fiery explosion, resurrecting her mid-battle. It's both a second chance and a sneaky way to flip a fight. We're really excited to see Onron join Overwatch's roster. So excited, in fact, that she'll actually be available early for a hero trial starting tomorrow, February 5th, until Season 1 launches on the 10th. But I think there's still one more hero to talk about, Miranda.
The cat. In a world with...
This is Jeff the Land Shark. That's all this is. This is a 100% Jeff the Land Shark, but they're like, what's like a shark, but let's make it a cat.
Gorilla scientists and hamster engineers. A cat wreaking havoc in a jetpack makes almost too much sense. Not much is known about this new arrival to the team.
His name is Jetpack Cat. Fucking Blizzard is like minimal viable product, right? They're like, let's put a cat on a jetpack. What's his name? Jetpack Cat. Right? There you go. There you go.
She appeared in Gibraltar as a stray, and if there's more to her story, she certainly isn't sharing it. But whatever her origin,
Big Mo says, I'll allow it. Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Overwatch's very own Brigitte was eager to adopt a new feline friend. Jetpack Cat has proven to be a surprising help in the fight against Talon. Her lightning-fast reflexes and her uncanny balance allow her to provide support in even the hairiest firefights. She'll put all 9 lives on the line to keep her team safe.
We really wanted to introduce a new form of utility into Overwatch. Obviously, this cat has a jetpack that actually stays on the entire time. She's flying in the air. But when you're up in the air, you will be able to transport allies with Lifeline. While in this mode, allies that are below her will be able to attach to Jetpack Cat's tether, and she can move
Bro, that's going to be a little OP, don't you think?
them around the map. Lifeline opens up worlds of strategies. It can be used for something as simple as a taxi from spawn, or to fly an ulting Cassidy above the point. And because we all
Travis says, next season, dog on a boat. Dog on a boat.
know cats love knocking things off ledges, Jetpack Cat's ultimate has her pouncing on enemies. The closest knockdown enemy is picked up by Jetpack Cat's tether, and then either flown off a ledge, dragged into the enemy team, or just taken for a joyride. We don't want to give too much away until you can play her for yourself.
But really, we are so excited for what Jetpack Cat unlocks and can't wait to see
the dumbest name. The dumbest name.
plays you come up with. Beyond these first 5 heroes, we'll also be releasing a new hero every season. Each one expanding how you can play alongside the ever-evolving story.
You will be able to get your hands on Domina, Onron, Emery, Mizuki, and Jetpack Cat when Season 1 launches on February 10th.
Hey everyone, Kenny here back at Watchpoint Gibraltar where the rest of the team is supposed to be. Dope. Anyway, it's not just about who's fighting, it's about how they fight. When Season 1 launches, there will no longer just be tanks, damage, and supports. Each role will have new sub-roles, all of which will have unique new passives tailored directly to the skill set and combat style they bring to Overwatch.
I see Marvel Rivals doing the exact same thing. I think Marvel Rivals is going to expand the classes. I think they're going to add at least a 4th class.
Watch. Damage heroes will now be spread amongst recon.
Or they have 3, right? If they have 4, they'll add 5. If they have 3, they'll add 4.
Flanker, specialist, and sharpshooter sub-roles. Next, there will be survivor, medic, and tactician supports. Lastly, do you prefer to be a stalwart tank? Maybe a bruiser instead that charges into battle? Or are you more of an initiator, attacking the backline? Because sub-roles may change how you approach some of your favorite heroes, we're adjusting some perks as well. Over the last year, perks have had a huge impact on how you approach matchups, and we're continuing to...
it was a placeholder name until they launched it and then said, we'll just keep it as Jetpack Cat. They're like, Jeff the Land Shark, Jetpack Cat.
Explore not only how to tweak them for better balance, but also for the most fun way to play Overwatch. Beyond perks, later this year, we're looking at reworking some of the classic heroes. We'll have more details on the heroes and new abilities ahead of Season 3. To usher in the reign of Talon, we need your help. In Season 1, we're introducing a new meta event where you can fight for a side and get rewarded for it. Each week, you'll pick your allegiance to Overwatch or Talon, accepting and completing missions tied directly to the lore. Rewards will then be given out at the end of each week to the faction with more successful missions. So you'll have 5 weeks to try and win on both teams. Feel like you chose the wrong faction? No worries. You can go the double agent route, change things up mid-phase, and not have to worry about sitting in Gibraltar alone.
I have no idea what is going on.
Beyond all of this, we have some other amazing updates coming in the next few months.
Our team has outdone themselves. From Jetpack Cat soaring through the skies to Onron blazing through enemies. The silhouettes, the animation, the artistry, all next level with these new heroes.
Bringing to life Domina's unique abilities like her hard light wall required all new engineering tech, allowing her designers to create visually striking skills.
Bro.
And keep a close eye.
It's almost like they copied 1 for 1 from Marvel Rivals. Am I hallucinating this? Right? We have Jeff the Landshark, Jean Grey. We have Emma. That's what she reminded me of, the last one they just showed.
On Emery's weapons, materializing in real time as you switch between abilities.
Since we're bringing in 5 new heroes all at once, we wanted to make sure their silhouettes were visually clear, regardless of your skill level. From concept through the final look in game, I am so proud of everyone on the team.
And we cannot wait for you all to experience this amazing work once Season 1 launches. But beyond new heroes, this year brings us stunning new skins for Talon, Overwatch, and everything in between.
We've always experimented with
Is that
Trump? They have outdone themselves. Really?
Thank you, Mr. Z, for the $2. Thank you for the $2. Is this Ultron? Is that who this is? For fuck's sake.
Different battle pass themes. And for season 1, we're making the story come alive through the faction skins you can earn.
The team has some truly beautiful things coming for you all. Perfect for a rainy day or to celebrate Valentine's.
Loot boxes are being refreshed. All regular shop skins from the last 6 seasons are being added to the loot box pool.
Now, this doesn't include things like collabs or mythics, but you can get Doki Watch skins. Now, I might be biased as I worked on some of these, but it is so refreshing to use a skin about kicking ass while also looking cute.
Or could you say cute but deadly?
No.
You could, but I like my description better.
Not only that, we're introducing a new Overwatch esports loot box, celebrating the history of our competitive scene.
Every season this year, there will be 2 Mythic Hero skins coming your way.
Season 1 kicks off with an all-new...
Do they still have loot boxes? Do they still have loot boxes in Overwatch? I haven't played Overwatch. It's got to be going on 5 years, 6 years. I think the last time I played it was 2019. I liked Overwatch when it first came out. We played it a lot. But then it lost me as a fan, right? I didn't get back into this stuff until Marvel Rivals came out last year, or end of 2024, beginning of 2025.
Mercy Celestial Guardian. This idea came up and the team was like, dude, we got to make this.
Wait. They added them recently? They added back loot boxes?
Alongside it, we have Juno's gravity-defying Star Shooter Blaster.
And mid-season, May will let you hop online for our first Mythic Hero skin.
Over the next few seasons, new Mythic Hero skins will be released for Soldier 76, Ilari, and Mauga, to name a few, while Mythic Weapon skins for Genji, Hanzo, and Sojourn are on the way.
Some of the most fun skins we get to make each season are for collabs. And there's some absurdly fun ones coming this year. The first one fills us with nostalgia in the most kawaii of ways.
When playing Overwatch, we could always use a friend or two to watch our backs. So who better to help kick off this new year than some super cute friends of ours?
What the fuck is this?
Brighter than a shooting star!
Is that strawberry shortcake? Who's that?
Do your worst, or I will.
Hello!
Hello, kitty.
Feeling better yet? We'll show them a trick or two.
Let the Kitsune guide you! Supernova ready! Greetings, Earthlings!
Come closer.
I used to be a diva. Well, not a diva, but I used to be a diva main. I used to love destroying people with that character.
Don't bite.
Boom! I'm feeling it!
What am I watching right now, Chad?
Prove your skill.
I'm in the groove!
Be uplifted. Incredibile.
Victory is at hand!
Now we're in orbit!
I'll stick with Marvel Rivals. I'm just gonna stick with Marvel Rivals.
Nice try!
F it up!
Magnifique.
How do I look? Oh, yeah!
What's going on, Michelle?
So cute!
That was awesome. Our tech art team have done an amazing job with this collab. You'll see unique textures that bring the spirit of our Sanrio friends to life in ways we've never tried before.
The collaboration goes live when Season 1 launches on February 10th.
Yeah, I said that. I was a diva main. I did diva and Soldier 76 is who I used to play.
After 10 years, we felt that the general look and vibes of our menu screens were due for a bit of a refresh.
Well, that's a bit of an understatement. It's a massive overhaul.
We're revamping the entire lobby, play cards, global navigation, hero gallery, social panel, you name it.
It's not just a refresh, it's a full transformation. We want your experience navigating in-game between matches to be streamlined, making it
Fucking jetpack cat.
easier and quicker.
I don't care that they made a cat with a jetpack. It's the name. It's the name. It's just so like, what do we name it? It's a cat with a jetpack. So jetpack cat.
To get wherever you want to go.
This includes fixing long-standing complaints. Imagine a future where you can back out of screens without frustration and finding matches feels smoother than ever before.
We're also adding a new notification hub to consolidate all of your updates and 3D hero model. There will be even easier access to endorsements. Heroic endorsements will let you highlight the clutch plays and great teamwork moments.
We're also introducing new cards that highlight standout moments, think match-altering saves, strategic plays, and more.
Why does this character, and again, I haven't played Overwatch in a long time, why does this character right here look like the, what's his name from Moana, the Rock's character? Like, is that straight up just ripped out of Disney?
Match-altering saves, strategic plays, and more.
The demigod. I forget what his name is.
Like multi-endorsements and heroic recognition. These will be a cornerstone of our systems update.
Next up, it's the new praise feature. You'll be able to add it directly to your comms wheel.
This plays unique VO lines for your hero, offering praise and positivity. Perfect for when someone gets a team kill or...
Maui, thank you.
Maybe just when your Genji ults and spawn by accident.
He-Man.
Over the rest of the year, expect upgrades to map voting, hero bans, and drives.
Now, we can't have the reign of Talon without our queen herself joining the lineup. Vendetta, the Colosseo's greatest champion, is coming in Season 1. For the more competitive of you, we are bringing you the all-new, all-star Gladiator skin.
For gameplay, let's be honest, Stadium can feel intimidating compared to core Overwatch. So we are introducing the Hero Builder, smart recommendations that guide you.
Where's the single player, Overwatch? Where's the single player? Did you announce single player in this? Is there a, the thing that you promised Overwatch 2 would have? And now since this is not Overwatch 2, it's just Overwatch because they dropped the 2?
They're creating your ultimate hero fantasy.
We want to remove some of the complexity for players new to Stadium.
Nice one, Michelle. Can you smell what the Maui's cooking? It's good. I'll give you a point. I'll give you a point for that.
As well as for seasoned players that are hesitant to try out a new hero.
Although if a man said that, I would deduct him a point because that would be a bad dad joke.
The system will update every day, pulling from millions of unique player builds from around the world in all skill tiers, showcasing the most popular ones that your fellow players are enjoying.
Complexity in the shop has been one of the biggest pain points for newer Stadium players, and we're really excited to offer help in this area.
We want Overwatch to be fun and informative
every time you play.
Every time I see, what's his name, Winston, right? I always think of Kingard's videos because he always uses it in it.
Magnify. Overwatch battle stations. We are under attack by Talon.
This is the beginning of a new year, a new chapter, a new era.
Same game, same thing for the last 10 years.
For Overwatch. We've never done anything like this before.
Work? Actually make original things? Now that you have competition, you're actually doing something? Fantastic.
From dropping 5 new heroes in one season to launching the first in our series of year-long story arcs. Overwatch is a living universe that keeps growing, keeps surprising, and keeps bringing players together from around the world. This team is focused on continually delivering.
This team is awake, and we know that we have competition, and we had to do something. So we put the most minimal viable product together with these 10 new characters. Well, technically 5, because we're going to work on the other 5. Give them a little bit more time to cook in the oven.
These great experiences for years to come. And with that, we realized Overwatch is a game that transcends any single number. So moving forward, we're dropping the 2 and continuing simply as Overwatch.
Do you know what's funny? You could find a video of me speaking of this when they made Overwatch 2. I don't know if it was on 30NSG or if it's on GXG, but I remember saying it's stupid that they put a 2 on Overwatch 2. I said they should have just kept it Overwatch, and they should have just kept it, like, for the DLCs or whatever, just put the Overwatch and then, like, the Talon or whatever, okay? Like, it was so stupid that they went to 2, but they were like, no, we got to make it different from Overwatch. It's Overwatch, but 2. And then they were going to make single player and all the stuff, and that all went out the door. It took them this long to figure out to drop the 2.
The thing that hit me so hard when I joined is how much Team 4 cares about these heroes, this game, and this community. It has been inspiring to be a small part of this, and I'm so excited to be here now with these incredible devs and all of you from around the world. What this team is doing to kick off the next 10 years and really the future of...
Oh, they did it. They did it, chat. They said for the next 10 years. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I could tell you right now, clip this now, because I'll probably be here 10 years. Okay. In 10 years' time, they will change the game and say it's gotten too big, too bloated. There's so many characters, right? They're going to do completely something different. They're going to change it. And they're not going to keep it as Overwatch. 10 years from now, Overwatch will be called something else.
This game has blown me away.
We have so much else coming. We couldn't cover it all here. And here's just a few of those things.
For Nintendo players, we're releasing the Switch 2 version of Overwatch when Season 2 launches.
For fans of esports...
Overwatch wasn't on Switch? Oh, it wasn't on Switch 2. Okay.
There is a massive year ahead.
The OWCS is kicking off this week with a boot camp in Seoul before the full season launch in March, concluding at...
They got rid of the Overwatch League. There was their own separate league. They completely got rid of it, didn't they?
At the end of the year with a World Finals in China.
But OWCS isn't the only thing esports has cooking. With the return of BlizzCon in September comes another Overwatch World Cup. This tournament is a celebration of the global passion and sense of true community that you all bring to Overwatch.
And for the technical fans out there, we're improving the tools behind the game. And you're going to start seeing even greater details on your favorite heroes.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You've been making this game for 10 years. What are you going to add to the heroes that makes it more like, what does that mean?
From customized eye highlights to a new ambient lighting system and improved cloth and hair physics, or...
I'm sorry, did they just say improved cloth?
Even greater details on your favorite heroes.
From customized eye highlights to a new
eye highlights?
Ambient lighting system and improved cloth and hair physics, or should we say fur physics?
But why? Why? Why do I care? 16 times the detail about the cloth. Why? Why do I care?
Blizzard is committed to the future of Overwatch, exploring more ways to play, experience.
Stop work. Whoever's working on cloth and highlight stuff, go work on other characters right now. Go make new characters. Come up with names. The person that's making cloth look better, put them on names. Make a better name than fucking Jetpack Cat.
And celebrate the heroes in universe that all of us love. So be on the lookout for more updates in the coming months.
We are thrilled for you all to experience the Reign of Talon and play both sides when Season 1 launches on February 10th.
And of course, jump into the Onron Hero Trial starting tomorrow.
Thank you for being part of this.
Michelle says, this is madness. No, this is Overwatch.
Journey and joining us for the 2026 Overwatch Spotlight. Let's make a great game.
Yes, let's make a great game. what have you been doing for the last 5 years? 6 years? You were in a coma until Marvel. I have a song about this.
What are we looking at?
Fucking 16 times the detail on cloth and eye highlights. Season 1 Conquest live February 10th. Hold on a second. I want to see.
Car has at its disposal, augmenting her own abilities while still keeping her hands clean, so to speak. From a young age, Domina worked hard to fulfill her family's expectations.
She is definitely Emma
and it
Frost.
all paid off in the end. Pressure makes a diamond, after all, and Domina truly looks flawless, bringing style and grace to the battlefield.
Domina is Overwatch's first true poke tank.
I can tell you how this went too, right? I can tell you how this went. Overwatch, like, all right, we need new characters. What do? Why don't we just take the characters that are in Marvel and bring them over here and we'll just change them up a little bit? And they're like, well, they did it to us. They took our game, so we could take theirs, right? Which is fine. That's 100% Emma Frost.
Since Sigma, with tools to keep enemies at bay and control the battlefield from long range. Her primary fire, Photon Magnum, is a charge-up beam that ends in a burst shot, rewarding precise tracking. As the longest range beam in the game, it defines her lethal zone, draining health from anyone daring to approach. Her barrier array sets her apart defense thinkers, giving Domina strong battlefield presence. Unlike focus fire, area damage
I want to see the next character.
Straight lines. Panopticon inside of blows, delivering devastating, often lethal punishment.
Like she literally makes diamonds.
Her newest damage heroes. Once a member of the Overwatch strike team, Emre made a name for himself not only due to his skills on the battlefield,
This is Winter Soldier.
but for his commitment to his fellow agents. Principled and open, he stood as a shining example of the ideals Overwatch should hold itself to. But as the years went by, and as Overwatch began to grow looser with protocols and lose sight of its mission, Emre left.
Like, why does he have one black arm? Bro. Come on now.
The organization behind. Only recently was bounty hunter and ex-agent Freya put on his trail, and what she found at the end was beyond what she ever could have expected. This is not the friend she remembers. His body has been heavily modified with cybernetics, and his mind seems at war with itself. Sometimes she sees the old Emre.
It's almost like he's Winter Soldier.
The skilled soldier and good friend she thought she'd lost long ago. But other times, he seems soulless, like his body is being piloted, turned into an unfeeling
Bucky,
killing
is that
machine.
you? Yeah.
Now aligned with Vendetta, he brings a classic soldier feel with enhanced mobility that makes him exceptionally deadly.
Emre brings a fast-paced run-and-gun style to Overwatch. His synthetic burst rifle fires 3-round bursts at blistering speed, perfect for clipping airborne heroes like Pharah or Echo before they know what hit them. Need precision?
I swear to God, if one of his moves is he charges forward and slams with his arm.
Go ahead and pull up his scope. It slightly tightens the rifle's burst spread, but unlike most scoped weapons, Emre actually keeps his normal movement speed. It's a slick way to win those long-range duels and nail clutch headshots without sacrificing mobility. When things get dicey, his cybernetics deploy the Siphon Blaster, a sidearm that packs explosive damage,
Okay, so no melee stuff.
heals
Okay.
through lifesteal, and boosts both speed and jump height. Whether you're escaping a dive, chasing down a straggler, or leaping to high ground, it's a lifesaver. For extra punch, toss out Emre's Cyber Frags. These versatile explosives chip away at health, bounce off walls, and make nasty finishers around corners. They're the perfect setup tool.
I remember Bastion came in the game, everyone was pissed off.
Or surprise bursts in close fights. And then there's his ultimate, Override Protocol. The program takes full control, lifting Emre into the air and arming him with a devastating cannon. Fire off repeated explosive shots or
Okay, next character.
Mizuki is a member of the Hashimoto, Talon's loyal allies in Japan.
This is,
Though still quite young, Mizuki has grown detached and hardened after years of misfortune and fighting under the severe expectations of his clan. However,
this is,
some in the clan still believe
Psylocke?
he isn't cut out for this life. But through his own dedication and the influence of clan elders, he has cemented himself as a vital player in the Hashimoto's ranks. While a formidable asset for Talon's goals, keep a close eye on Mizuki. His latest assignment has him infiltrating a group of troublemakers down near Kanezaka, the yokai. We'd hoped he would deal with them swiftly, but we fear he may be caught between loyalties. Losing him to the yokai, or worse yet, Overwatch, would be a blow to Vendetta's plans in the region.
Mizuki is an aggressive support who plays closer to the action than some of the other heroes in the role. His core healing tool is Remedy Aura.
Okay. What's the next one? Did we already see the other one? We saw Jetpack Cat. And this is Phoenix.
Onran is a star student at Wuxing University. She's confident, hardworking.
All right. I've seen enough, chat. I've seen enough. We're moving on. So there's Overwatch 2. No, it's just Overwatch. There's Overwatch. So Overwatch is back. They've woken up from their coma and they're like, hey, wait a minute. Marvel Rivals. I told you. I said these games need more heroes. All right. Just keep bringing them in. Marvel was like, we hear you, 30. We know nobody watches you except us. We hear you and we want 12. We gave you 12. I appreciate you, Marvel Rivals. I appreciate you. Now Overwatch is like, holy shit. 30 and Still Gaming said they should put 12 characters in a year, and they did. So we need to put 12 characters, but we can't do 12. We'll do 10 because we haven't done more than 2 every year. So we hear you. Thank you, 30 NSG. So there you go. Overwatch woke up. Now they have characters actually coming to their game because Marvel Rivals has their characters in their game. Because Marvel Rivals will surpass... halfway through the year, they'll surpass, but now they'll be pretty close, right? Because they're close now. I think they're like 2 apart. So they're like, we need 50. They'll get 50. It'll be all good. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is Skyrim. Lead says that $100 video games may not be the best idea. I personally think game developers would be wise not to push the prices higher, but gamers are a special breed. They will pay for what they want. Is this Randy Pitchford talking? Who's this? Krebsy says Overwatch greater than Marvel Rivals. Boy, that's wrong. Okay, I'm not a fan of Overwatch, but they took Psylocke. No, absolutely. Absolutely, Eclipse. But what I'm saying is they didn't have any characters, right? We're not going from the past. Obviously, Marvel Rivals is like, hey, how do we take these characters that have been around for 50, 60, 70, 80 years and make them like Overwatch? Overwatch is like, holy shit, we got to make characters. What do we do? Why don't we just copy their homework? They copied ours. We'll copy theirs. That's all I'm saying. All right, so Skyrim says, personally, I think the game developers will need to be wise. If you guys like what I do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning until noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. Aku says, Krebsy, did Travis hack your account? You say that, Krebsy, because you don't like the third person. It's the same. It's just the camera's backed out. Mo says, I'm sold, but 30, you really got me one of that single-player story. That would be awesome. They said, that's what Overwatch said. They're like, Overwatch 2, when it comes out, we're gonna have story, single player. And everyone's like, yes. And they're like, by the way, all that time we worked on the game, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're gonna go on cruise control. And they're like, Overwatch 2. Just watch the money kick in, boys. And they're like, what's that? Marvel? Oh, no. They had Marvel Avengers. They're not going to do Marvel Rivals. What's that? Oh, shit. Is that like Overwatch? Oh, shit. Fuck, I was going to take a vacation for the next 8 months. Instead, now I have to work. They didn't care. They didn't care. Who said that? Who said what? That they were going to do single player? They were talking about making story modes and single player where you can level up the characters. All right. Moving on to this story. So Bethesda veteran, Skyrim lead Bruce Nesmith has done an interview with the Press Box PR, going over his considerable time at studio. Amongst the topics addressed is why Bethesda shouldn't switch to Unreal Engine. Todd Howard habits is one bit deep cut lore of the PCG Josh Holin's disappearing. It says Nesmith is also asked at one point if the debate over a $100 video game, which has been also going on for years now, but it feels especially acute to the year of the Lord of Grand Theft Auto 6, which some expect to set a new premium price point because they would love it. They can't wait, right? They can't wait for that $100 price point. Let me tell you something. I want you to. I want the industry to make a $100 video game, right? I hope Grand Theft Auto puts it at $100. I do. I hope they put it at $100, okay? That way, all these other people think that their game is worth $100, they put their $100, and watch them sell nothing. Watch them sell absolutely nothing. Watch that push people more towards cloud gaming because no one's going to pay, when I say nobody, the majority of the population is not going to pay $100 for a video game, right? Now, I'm not saying Grand Theft Auto is not worth $100. What I'm saying is if Grand Theft Auto charges $100, you ain't getting $100 for, I don't know, the next Mass Effect game. You're not getting $100 for the next, I don't know, Witcher game. You're not getting it. Okay? You're going to get, I don't know, 200,000 people to give you $100. And everybody else is like, I'm good. I'm good. Nobody is going to take that $100. But do it. Please, industry, make the $100 video game. Watch you kill yourself. Okay? The whole industry will collapse if they make a $100 video game because everyone will go play single independent games. They'll go play AA games. They don't need the AAA games, right? It's different when you're paying for the collector's edition, but the standard game, $100, get out of here. Do it. Jason says some Switch 2 games are $115 here. Do you buy them? Are you buying them, Jason? $115. No wonder when people report on stuff and they say this is the most profitable game console than they've ever had. Yeah, because you're charging 8 times the price of you originally were. The PlayStation 2 cost $100. A PlayStation 5 costs $600. That's a 6 times, right? They're making $600 more off of that console. So when they tell you that it's the most profitable console, well, no shit. No shit. You lost money on the old consoles. You're making money on the new consoles. Video games are going to be the same. He says, I remember 15 years ago, the price newly released game was $59.95. Someone's going to bring up an article and show a piece of paper that says, look, games were $70 back then. Sure. 15 years didn't change. Not even cost of living increased. Not even recognizing inflation. It stayed at the at that price point. The fact that prices are going up, I can't fault them for that. He says, but I don't think players look at the hours of experience per price in the title once it gets past a certain number. They're going to be savvy players who do, but I also think a lot of the times it's just a immediate hit you in the jaw impact that also got you drop the amount of money for that game. Nesmith's argument is obviously a good one. For something like GTA 6 or indeed Bethesda-owned games, I've been playing GTA 5 online for about a decade, on and off now. And while it's also more than Fallout and Elder Scrolls type of game, I've ranked up hundreds of hours individual Bethesda titles. He says, quote, what I'm surprised you didn't ask about is if they weren't going to go up in the subscription model, continues Ned Smith. He says, a pay-as-you-go model. That seems to be where everything is going these days. I can't get Microsoft Word unless I pay a monthly fee. A model for online games, indeed the way, but a single-player game is going to go that way too. Yes, because you're going to be paying for the subscription service to access these games. He says, I think it'd also be a way would be most likely sell the Elder Scrolls 6 or for whatever the industry's standard price is at the time. If consumers are accepting $79.95, that will sell it for. It also accepting $99.95, that will also sell for. It sells for whatever premium games go for at that time, and Microsoft has a heavy say in what they and how it's marketed. Because, yes, good old Microsoft in the consumer-friendly ways, while Elder Scrolls 6 may well as the price of PC. You also have the Imagine that it's also used for a big push on Game Pass, just as Starfield was. In the case that's even a bit of an awkward halfway house, subscribers got access to the game, but could play it even earlier than $31.49 premium upgrade. Economics around the world are struggling a little bit, concludes Ned Smith. I personally think the game developer would also be wise not to push the price higher, but gamers are a special breed. You know, they'll pay for what they want. This is he must have went to the same conference as Randy Pitchford did. Okay, he's like, they're going to do what they got to do. Yeah, there's going to be people that buy the game. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay, but the masses, the only way you become successful is you have a certain amount of people buy the game, which gives you profit over what you've cost. Okay, I would also loathe to tell you how much I have paid for gaming in my life. I'm sitting in a fancy gaming table I paid way too much for. I'm willing to pay for the hobby, so maybe people will pay for that, and smarter people on the marketing side then also be able to answer the question better. So there you go. He went to the same convention as Randy Pitchford and says people will pay $100, and he's not wrong, but the masses will not pay $100 for a video game. For a standard video game, not going to happen, right? You're going to look at the one game. If it is that Grand Theft Auto you paid $100 for, you're going to pay $100 for Call of Duty? You're going to pay $100 for Battlefield 6? You're going to pay $100 for NBA 2K, whatever? Are you going to pay $100? Remember, this is standard now, not a gold edition, silver edition, deluxe edition, right? Just a standard game that you don't actually own anymore, just a digital copy. You're going to pay $100 for the new PGA Tour Golf? Are you going to pay $100 for Mario Kart? $20 more than it is right now? It's going to be a hard sell. But they're all waiting. They're all waiting. Everyone's scared to do it. They're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto. And again, even if Grand Theft Auto charges $100, doesn't give the right to all these other companies that charge $100 for their game, but it's nowhere as big, okay, as Grand Theft Auto 6. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, and if you like what I do here, check out some other videos. Thanks for watching. Barber says they must be most gamers are rich or have a lot of money to blow on games. Hey, Randy, I thought the game was optimized. Why is it not coming out to Switch 2? Yeah, that's right. Borderlands 4 is not even coming out to for Switch 2. Big Mo says they always pay $100 for 2K. Usually they pay almost $200 for the damn game. Again, that's not for standard. That's for the deluxe or whatever else they're doing. Krabby says, I keep saying there over the years, only 1% of the games are worth $100. Only 25%, aka premium, would be $70, and so on. Yeah, but that's not what the industry is looking at, right, Krebsy? They're gonna look at it and go, well, see, they did it. They made a $100 game. We can do it as well, right? If you have an 8-hour, 10-hour storyline and nothing else, just a standalone game, you ain't getting $100. You ain't getting $100. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the Game Ranks one, and then we'll go over the Nintendo Direct, and we'll also look at the Crimson Desert fight stuff. We're going to watch Game Ranks has a video here. It's called Is the Gaming Industry Cooked? Okay, is the gaming industry cooked?
Bomb on the gaming industry. Project Genie. Genie is pretty advanced for what it is, and that has a lot of people scared that it might replace game engines, developers, and maybe even game companies. And look, I get it. It's easy to see a video where somebody presses WASD in an AI world and watch a bunch of YouTube reactions where people say, oh, games are dead, the games industry is cooked. But here's the thing. Genie isn't a game. It looks like one, it moves like one, but under the hood, it is doing something completely different.
So what he's talking about here is those of you that are kind of like outside the loop. So Genie is taking basically AI stuff and where you can control with basic keys of like left, right, move the character within the world, and it's just making the thing, right? Here's where people are starting to, right? This is why last week, like the market crashed and everyone, all stocks like dropped for gaming companies because they're like, oh, this is the future. And what gamers and stuff are looking at this and going, this is not the future because it's just hollow. It's not, it's slop right now. But here's what I'll tell you. Last year when we looked at AI and said, this is never going to be a thing, right? People were like, it's never going to be a thing. It's terrible right now. They look at it and say, it's terrible right now. And here we are a year later, and now people are making full-length feature films and commercials, okay, with AI. And people don't care because some can tell, most cannot. And now they're making video games and people are looking at this going, oh, it looks like shit for the people that play video games. But this is the worst it's going to be. The worst it's going to be.
And that difference matters much more than people realize. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, we ask the question, is the video gaming industry cooked because of Google's project?
Not right now. Not right now. But a lot can happen between now and then.
Genie. So what are we talking about here? What actually is Genie? Well, to understand what Genie is, we first have to understand what it isn't. Genie is not a game engine. A game engine is, at its most basic level, a logic loop. Every actual game engine runs the same logic loop over and over, dozens if not hundreds of times per second. It reads the player's input, it updates all of the variables of the game, the state of the game, and it does this with a set of rules that are dictated by the developers. It renders the resulting game state, and it repeats. Everything that we think of as gameplay exists because this loop is stable, repeatable, and complies to the set of rules the developers set forward. Those rules are perhaps the most important part because given the inputs and state of the world, those rules dictate what happens next. Hopefully what happens next is you click the alarm bell because we've been getting comments lately that people aren't seeing all of our videos as we upload them. Probably the best way to fix
same with me.
Fix that is the alarm bell. Also, it helps us out a ton. We appreciate it a great deal. We hope it brings you some stuff you want to see. Thanks a lot. Let's get back to the video. Anyway, the rules. They dictate what happens next, but most importantly, they are not a guess about what happens next. They are more or less reliable pieces of logic which produce a result that is within a set of parameters. If this...
Here's why I'm confused, right? The same thing of people talking about streaming. They're like, oh, gaming won't be streaming. Gaming won't be on cloud, but yet movies, music are, but games won't. AI, right? Oh, the robots are not going to take over the world, but now they're running. They're literally robots that are running, and hold guns and drive cars and drive themselves and pick up things, right? I don't understand the critical thinking of people when they look at this and they say, it's not going to happen, but it is going to happen. Yes, this right now, what they're showing is not a video game. It's not. It's nowhere close to a video game. It doesn't look as good as a video game. It doesn't act like a video game. But this is the worst it's going to be. And yet people, I think, look at this and go, it's never going to happen. Horse and buggy. There's a guy still standing on the side of the road going, horse and buggy, going to be here forever.
Than that. If the player presses up, the character walks forward. If the character falls more than 20 feet, the player incurs damage. If the player is playing Code Violet, then the character is wearing a diaper, and so on and so forth. All of this logic creates and maintains...
I mean, all we know, that game could have been made by AI the entire time.
Position values, they detect collisions, what a collision causes to happen, the physics, and a near-endless state of variables that have to be defined in order to produce consistent results, in order for a game to identifiably be that game. Not only the difference between, say, Sonic and Mario, but...
games like this... See, the problem is the people that are making the AI games, like the Genie thing that they're looking at, they're making the wrong type of games. You got to start off with this, where you're only going, left, right, up, and down. There's not this 3D element and all these different analogs directions. They need to make this where they start.
Also, aside from player input, Mario is the same every time, and Sonic is the same every time. So before we even say the word genie, we need to have an understanding that a game is a deterministic logic loop with enforced rules. So Genie isn't that. It might have some kind of a logic loop going to read inputs, but the world...
Like, looking at stuff like this, you're controlling a guy on a mountain. This is where we're like, yeah, this is never going to happen like this. But if they can make a game where it looks like Mario at that graphics, because remember what I said, the AI making films and stuff now is almost like in the 60s, where they're like making the really like crappy looking like Star Trek back in the day or Doctor Who back in the day, where like it looks like a guy's wearing a rubber mask because he was wearing a rubber mask. That's where AI is right now when they're making stuff like that. That's where it's in the infancy of AI. We're not in the we're in the 60s, early 60s, late 50s, early 60s right now.
That is being put in front of you, that it is generating, is predictive video. Genie's loop would look something like this. Read player input, predict the next frame based on probability, render that, and repeat. In practice, this is both much simpler and in certain ways much more complex than what a game engine is doing. In terms of logic, it's absolutely paper thin. It is...
Yeah, but who would have thought we could do this at this point?
It's not simulating gravity, velocity, collisions, light, or anything else in the way that you would with a game engine. That is to say, logic. What Genie is doing, let's say when you jump, is not applying gravity by velocity, by height to produce some result. What it is doing is it's remembering all of the...
Although, what you're watching in a video game took 5 years to make, and what Genie's doing, it made in 5 seconds.
Many times it has seen someone jump, and it goes, well, jumping's supposed to look like that, right? Yeah, look at that jump. That's a jump. In many ways, its understanding of a game is very much like a lay person's understanding of a game. It has seen what a game does, so it assumes that is what a game does.
That's how, I don't know if you know this, but that's how children learn. Yeah, that's how children learn. That's how AI robots learn. They see something happen, and then they do it themselves until they do it so much that it becomes a natural thing, and they don't even think about it.
This means it doesn't know the rules. Therefore, it doesn't run the rules. And therefore, the results are not reliably the same thing. That is to say, again, barring player input, the repeatability that makes Sonic the Hedgehog the same thing every time you plug the cartridge into the Genesis and wonder just how much longer that flimsy Genesis power button has. Shout out to my Sega people. I still have the same Genesis from the...
Same.
90s. I have a Genesis 2, the second model, and that thing's power button is awful. I have no idea how it still works. It does, though, and that's basically the understanding of a game that Genie is operating on. I don't know how it works. It does, though. The data a game engine is drawing from is stationary. World maps, character models, items, sprites, textures. These are stored and loaded when needed. Genie is a generative video model. It is operating as a neural network with an understanding of lots of content, specifically all of the Let's Plays on YouTube. I don't know.
But that's how you teach it. That's why they're using it to teach the AI.
That for sure, but like, I think it's pretty safe to assume, right? So that means within its neural network, it has variables that are essentially memories of a bunch of different, say, grass textures. Keep in mind, it doesn't store grass textures. It doesn't store any image data. It stores variables that are telling it the relationship between different pixels, more or less. Because it's a video model, it's also storing relationships of like motion and objects and just anything that it can observe has a repeating pattern. A real game engine remembers what you've done. It remembers...
I love how he says a real game engine. He's using Skyrim, which a lot of people hate the fucking creation engine because of what it does, even though I love it. I think it's great. I think what makes Bethesda games. We've had this conversation.
Where you are in a world that doesn't change. Any recorded data about your playthrough affects the state of various objects, characters, etc. Your save file is essentially a history of what is and isn't done. In Genie, visual context is the only history, and that is not authoritative because it is constantly changing.
But here's the thing. I understand the way he's talking about it, but he's talking about it is like he's comparing this to what video games has gone over the last 40, almost 50 years, right? You're comparing something that created something within 5 seconds today, and you're comparing that to something that's been developed over time over 50 years. Do you guys understand? I understand. I understand that this is literally the infancy of what games can be on a computer, right? From AI generated, not from people generated. Okay? Like, do you guys remember the first games you played? At least I do. When I was in school and we were playing Math Castle, okay? It was the most bare bone thing ever. And that's what was video games. We were like, it's amazing. We were excited to play Math Castle. And now I'm walking through Warhammer 40K murdering a flood, okay, of Terran. And it's amazing. That's where I was. This is where I am now. Am I going to compare Math Castle to Space Marines 2? Probably not. This is Math Castle for AI. Math Castle for AI today. Comparing that to 30 years from now, where's this going to be?
The last frame is always different than the frame before it, and so on and so forth. If you turn around enough times in Genie, you're going to see stuff that wasn't there before. Essentially, multiplayer would be very, very difficult to do.
Again, you're comparing something that literally made something within 5 fucking seconds and not 5 years.
Fairness would be impossible, and that's kind of super important when you're making a video game. Debugging, oh my god, that's impossible, because what even constitutes a bug in that set of circumstances? You can't trust.
We do understand that there is Epic Unreal Engine, and they had that Unreal Engine Summit last year, and they showed, or 2 years ago, and they showed you could pre-generate a complete another map within seconds for an open world game, right? And now you could take this thing and combine it with that thing and make a thing.
That what you're looking at in Genie is a game. That's why it goes for 60 seconds and then stops. The longer you go, the less consistent it will be. Now, China released an open source competitor to Genie pretty much immediately, and it goes to 10 minutes, and it's better about some of the problems, but those problems still exist. There's nothing fundamentally different about the outcome. These things are amazing. It's impressive. On some level, it could be useful, although don't ask me the use cases as of right now. But I think
like that was literally real time right there. Typed it in, hit the button, changed the thing to a pink bunny.
The important thing to say here is that this is not a replacement for games.
Not yet.
Look at these various videos people created with Google's Genie 3. Yeah, it's cool to watch that pirate walking towards that dock with the ships off in the back.
Is this Skull and Bones? This looks like Skull and Bones.
Ground. Yeah, that Shiba Inu is collecting coins on the moon. Wow, do I wish that Pokemon games looked like that. But, I mean, look at this guy walking around on the moon. He's not doing anything interesting in that.
Oh, it's Starfield.
Landscape is so bland. Oh my god, this is Starfield. How did that get in there? This isn't a Genie video. That's just a bland and uninteresting real game. And the real danger of Genie, and perhaps all of AI, makes itself apparent. It is now very easy for everyone to make something that is bland and uninteresting, and it looks good enough that it's worth talking about. These are not masterpiece games. These are things that are good enough to show somebody. Yeah,
but think about this. All right, let me look at it in this direction. let's say I have an idea for a video game. I can't make that video game. I don't have the money to make that video game. I don't have the idea, but I can type into Genie, make my idea, show a working looking demo of what my vision looks like, take that and bring it to someone to invest in and say, hey, this is my idea for a game. And they're like, looks great. And be like, great, this is just my storyboard of it. I would like to move forward with this. And they're like, yeah, okay, let's do that. Because now they can visualize and see what your vision is. Instead of just drawing it on a piece of paper and going, I want to make a MOBA game that's a 3v3, okay? Instead of making Highguard for 5 years and coming out and bombing, you can now use this and go, this is my vision of the game. And they're like, all right, that actually looks pretty good.
Totally uninterested in walking around a lifeless, non-working Pokemon world, but I am interested in an actual Pokemon game that looks like the Pokemon Genie generation. We are about to be drowning in bland moons, empty forests, caves.
No, we won't, because you won't buy these things. You won't buy these things. Gamers will look at it and go, cool. Remember the things that you used to download on your fucking mobile phone before smartphones came in? You played Snake, right? You played Snake. That's what you played.
Procedural spaces. And that isn't to say that a procedural space is necessarily bad. There's a very different philosophy between Starfield and No Man's Sky, for instance. No Man's Sky starts from the idea of exploring procedural worlds.
Which you can make in no time with the Unreal Engine 5 now.
Works with that as a condition for the deliberate creative choices the developers made. On top of that, the team was relatively small and quite focused. Contrast that with the empty, lifeless nothing that is Starfield. The philosophy there is...
I think people give... again, I'll put my Starfield cap on. There is actually a game, if you played the actual game of Starfield and didn't just walk around a planet. I mean, that's your choice if you want to walk around an empty planet. But there are planets that actually have things on it and actual missions and things to kill. Just saying. But if you just take that moment out and just show the bare planet and there's nothing to do after you did all the stuff in the game that's actually in the game, then yes, Starfield has nothing in it.
This is a Bethesda game in space, so there has to be a lot of places. We can't possibly make all the places the way that we made them for Skyrim, for instance. So let's procedurally generate them. It's careless, it's uncreative, and it's the final product. The thing that makes No Man's Sky work is the type of game it is, the type of community they call,
and 8 years fixing it.
Cultivated, and the type of things that happen within these worlds. This is again governed by all of those rules and using the limitations of something in creative ways. I am, of course, not telling you that Starfield is the same thing as a Genie generation, but the reason that
I'll be honest though, the way you said it, people will take that and say, well, Starfield's just like that.
Feels soulless is not particularly far from the reason a Genie generation isn't a game. The stuff that's being generated is kind of just there.
Does Genie 3 say it's a game though?
Generation isn't a game. The stuff that's being generated.
It says Genie 3, a new frontier for world models. I don't think Genie 3 is saying it's a game. I think people are going, I wonder if I can make a game.
It is kind of just there. It exists. It doesn't really have a good reason to exist. There's no motivation.
Sure it does. A lot of people can come up with ideas. They can write down their dream that they had, and they can make it a reality within seconds.
No creative choices involving narrative. You could do Starfield with 10 explorable planets that were handcrafted and honestly probably took less time, but just took human time, and it would probably be a much better game. And I'm not even saying that they took a shortcut or that they didn't do work making the game. Like Starfield, as mediocre as it is, accomplishes some things. I don't want to get too far into glazing Starfield or really travel any distance in that direction at all, but it still needs to be said, the game took a lot of effort and it kind of sucks. What Genie and...
Yeah, I mean, Pick any game. 6 years, 7 years, 8 years of development, it comes out, and they're broke, buggy, unfinished.
And AI represent is the ability to put a much smaller amount of effort into something that kind of sucks. Hell, I mean, try vibe coding a game. You will learn really fast that it actually, for a single person, takes an incredible amount of effort to make something that it kind of sucks. I tried it. Believe me, the stuff that comes out of it sucks. It's interesting that it's possible, but
why are we talking about it as this is it? I tried it, it sucks, this is it. Instead of going, holy shit, this is what it's making right now, today, February, 5th of 2026. Let's check back in on this 8 months from now, 12 months from now. Like a video game, right? 12 months from now, the video game that you play that took 1,000 people to make over 8 years gets better 12 to 18 months later. Who's to say that because there's so many people using the AI programs and because of the computers being trained, not by 1,000 people over 8 years, it's being trained by millions, tens of millions of people within seconds. Like, I just don't understand the concept of even talking about this as it's good in any way, shape, or form compared to what video games are. The conversation should be, the industry should be worried because right now what you could do, the bare minimum, basic with this is not a game. But look at what AI did for movies or what's happening right now on YouTube. You can pick up your phone right now in YouTube. There's like a new app or whatever the hell it is. Hold on, let me see if because I downloaded it. Yeah, YouTube Create, right? YouTube Create. It's literal garbage, okay? Literal garbage. I can create a project. I can edit a project. I can generate a video. I generate a video and I just say it. I just say something and it creates it and posts it and then I can put it on the internet. Okay? Tens of millions of people are doing this. Tens of millions. And they upload them. And you're just constantly being bombarded with fake videos made by YouTube, by AI generation. That is learning. It's scouring the internet and putting everything together and going, oh, right? Which is a conversation we had about if you have a real monkey on the internet and you say, hey, monkey with sunglasses, and then it looks for monkey with sunglasses. It finds a real monkey with sunglasses on the internet and it recreates that image, right? So now it recreates the monkey with the sunglasses, but now it's a fake monkey with sunglasses, right? So now someone else asks, hey, I want a monkey with sunglasses. Now it scours the internet again and it finds the monkey with the actual sunglasses on it, and it also finds the monkey that it created as a monkey with sunglasses. So you have the fake monkey with sunglasses, you have the real monkey with sunglasses, and now there's 2 points, and that's like, well, yeah, let's pull from that. So now the AI is pulling from those 2 pictures, and then it makes a third monkey, okay? And so on and so forth. If someone's typing in something, it's now pulling from the other things that were uploaded on the internet, and it's pulling from all the monkeys with sunglasses on it to create the new monkey with sunglasses on it. That's how it's happening. So now the stuff that's real on the internet becomes fake on the internet, and you can't tell what's real or fake anymore because now the internet's being bombarded with a bunch of fake monkeys with sunglasses on it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
But I'm never going to play one of those games like, oh man, what a game.
He said never. I'm going to laugh my ass off when one day someone creates a game, doesn't tell you it was made by Genie 3 or Genie 4 or Genie 5 or Genie 10, and you play the game and go, holy shit, one guy made this game?
This was certainly better than Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog. What needs to be understood is that the bar for mediocrity is about to be lowered incredibly.
100%, and I agree with that.
Significant.
But let's be honest. The bar of mediocrity has lowered way low below because people keep buying broke, buggy, unfinished games that take 18 to 24 months.
And when a large company puts out a mediocre game that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, it will now look completely insane because somebody could have made a shitty, janky AI thing that, I mean, for all intents and purposes, has as much soul. None. 0 souls. You need to go out and get more souls. Leave the campfire. Does this demolish the games industry? Well, it may be a big problem for big companies that spend big budgets making big, mediocre games. But all it really exposes is how soulless the quadruple
I love how you brought up an article of Skull and Bones.
A market is. I'm sorry, but if you ask me, making the bar to mediocrity easier to clear makes something good that much more rare and valuable. That is to say, look at Game Ranks. The reason a Game Ranks video is a Game Ranks video isn't because we talk about 10 blank. What makes a Game Ranks video is when I say, "Hi folks, it's Falcon," or "Jake promises you a free pizza."
Right.
You
It's a real
can't
person.
replace the personality. And that's not
Yet. Have you guys seen the AI characters they've created? That people don't even know they're watching AI characters?
not me saying like, oh, we're the best because we're the best. I'm saying people come here because they're interested in what I have to say, Jake has to say, Kevin and Eric have to say when we're doing the Falcon Show for the 1% Club. By the way, click join. The truly unhinged stuff goes there. And if you didn't have that embodied experience, that life, our taste, our sensibilities, and the opinions that follow all of that stuff, you don't have game ranks. You might have top 10 list videos, but that's not why we've been around so long. We aren't correct on absolutely everything. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. Like I meant to say GameStop the other day, and I said GameSpot twice. In one video, I intentionally alternated between saying Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden to drive people.
You son of a...
crazy, and oh, it was glorious. I think the game ranks metaphor makes this very obvious, and really it slots into what we have been saying so much. When you make a game that is good and interesting, displays a care about the experience for the player, it's something that's challenging but fair, might say something about the world and the human condition, might just try to be mindless fun. When you do that, when you're not painting by numbers, when you're not combining the already prominent popular things, people want it.
Oh, it's almost like if you make a game, you will sell a game.
Buy it. This is why indie and AA are becoming such a major force in the gaming industry right now. It's because of these massive budgets that necessitate companies to be as risk averse as they possibly can be, where the companies are essentially acting like AI. They're just combining previously popular stuff.
But that's what's happening now. We've actually had this conversation before, but with Unreal Engine. I said all Unreal Engine games are starting to look the same. Now, obviously, there's people that take it outside the box and make it look better, right? But that's people that are doing talent. But the people that want to do minimal viable product, before AI was even here, and you were getting procedurally generated boards and character models, and you're just using the Unreal Engine store, asset flip type of stuff, right? People are still buying games like that. There's still people getting in the game industry that don't know anything about video games, but yet they make a game and they sell the game, even though it's not really a game. The day before, okay? Plenty of other games out there that they trick the people because they look so good. The only difference right now is because we're in this AI, if you want to call it bubble or whatnot, is that everyone's very high sense now where it's about AI. Just 7 months ago, I put an AI thumbnail up on one of my videos, right? I've made 1,200 thumbnails. I used one AI thumbnail, and people were like, what's with that thumbnail? 7 months later, everyone on the fucking internet's using AI thumbnail. No one's got a problem.
Without any underlying creative decisions. It's just like, oh, how can we get this into a thing? Because we know people like that. Ironically, that's the stuff that people never like. No matter how advanced Genie gets, that's what it is capable of doing. No AI will ever be able to live a...
You know where I stand. I never say never.
A human life, and thus AI will not be able to apply human
because someone will come along to use this program, a human, and they will make it better. And then it'll change what the product is. And then, again, it's a tool, right? You give me a chisel, okay, and a piece of wood, and you give someone that's a master woodsman that can chisel out a wood, right? He can use that tool much better than I can use that tool. I could probably make something, okay, but they can make a piece of art because they're talented. You're going to get someone that comes along and uses this and is more talented than somebody else because they're not just letting AI do the thing. They are doing the thing and helping, letting AI help them make the thing.
Experience in making creative decisions. It won't be able to apply a life lived, and thus it will not make something singular, interesting, unique. I'm not one to sit here and tell you that everything has to be original. I don't believe that everything is original. I believe that every person is actually kind of doing what AI is doing. They see stuff.
Of course, that's how you learn.
They take it in and they regurgitate.
We just saw Overwatch, okay? Marvel Rivals copied Overwatch. Overwatch copied Marvel Rivals. It's what it is.
Regurgitated. The difference is when you make something good, it's filtering all of those things through your life experience.
That goes out the window. There's people making short films right now with AI that are telling better stories than the actual people filming. And if people are interested in that, it doesn't matter how flawless or not it is. If it's captivating, it's better.
It's your sensibilities, your taste, your opinions. And this is the case for art, for code, for music, for writing. It's all by necessity by a human. What this is going to do is make good games much more valuable. And a good game isn't something you can get from pressing the content button. But it also isn't something you can get by throwing money at the...
There's people right now on YouTube that make zero content. Zero content. They just type stuff in, make a channel, voiceover, video, all AI created. And they're bringing in boatloads of cash. To say that nobody's going to watch stuff like that is just not being truthful.
Wall, which is what these huge developers have been doing for a very long time. The sustainability of that model is now on the clock. Time is ticking for $100 million mediocre games. And it's because we're about to be...
You're getting that right now. $100 million mediocre games are here now.
Drowning in everyone's mediocre crap. That sounds bad, but really think about what it does for a good game. A good game sticks out in that environment. A good game has stuck out more and more.
It always will. The content that's out there on YouTube is the same as content in music, movies, video games. There's content out there that's garbage. It's just out there. You can find it everywhere. There's music out there that's garbage. It's everywhere. Okay? There's games out there that's garbage. They're everywhere. But of course, something is good. You're going to see it and people talk about it. Word of mouth spreads. It doesn't matter if a game was AI created or not. It doesn't matter if a movie was AI created or not. People are going to spread it and go, did you see that movie? It looks really good, right? Last week, was it last week? When I was on the news show with Real Life Fake Wizard, they were talking about bears on a boat or bears on a ship, okay? Which is a terrible movie. Terrible movie, okay? It was made by people. People and CGI and a puppet, okay? Terrible. But someone made it. It doesn't mean because it's made by humans it's better. It just means that they're shitty at what they've done. They made a shitty movie, but it's fun, right? So someone will make a video game with Genie, and it will suck. But then there'll be someone that makes a game with Genie, and it will be a good game.
In the current environment, the one where these giant budgets are pushing companies to continually make blander and blander crap. There is a reason indie and AA is becoming the big thing in the gaming industry. It's because they make focused, good, specific, interesting, fun games with personality, and that is increasingly the model that's going to work. We've proven that live service is not a viable model for the entire industry. Yes, there are live service games that are making money. No, they are not even close to the majority of attempts at making money with live service games. There is tons of money invested there, and it's basically flushed down the toilet 999,999 times out of a million. So, is the gaming industry cooked because of Project Genie? Well, that really depends on what the gaming industry is to you. If you really like AAA fluff, then yeah, it's cooked. You can make the equivalent by like typing some words. I'm not that interested in it, personally. I think Genie kind of sucks, actually. And I think most people kind of understand that, like, it's not good. These aren't games. Everybody who's saying the gaming industry is cooked is acting like this thing is making games. It's not. And if you do consider these things games, they really suck. But it is good enough to show.
Is Snake a game? Is a little line going across the thing, doing this? Is that a game? Was Pong a game? I mean, you can look at it. Yeah, it took a guy to code the thing and put the pixels and move the thing, right? It's a game. Bare basic game. That's what this is. It's the bare bone basic game.
Somebody good enough to talk about. We're talking about it right now. And as everybody is empowered to make stuff at this level or even a little bit higher level, let's say we get to the point where it is actually a game. It's not going to be an inspired game. It might be fun. It might be interesting, but these are fun and interesting for different reasons than Skyrim. And that's the best case scenario. If you're expecting this thing to replace games, wow, are you?
I don't think anyone's thinking it's going to replace games. I just think that it's another tool in the toolbox that now people can make games with.
You in for a disappointment because this thing kind of sucks. And like the ultimate capability.
Is that Jetpack Cat? No, that's Jetpack Hamster.
Of it kind of sucks, but so does Starfield.
Is that where Overwatch got their idea from? Did they get it from Genie? Did Overwatch just grab Jetpack Mouse or whatever the fuck this thing is, Jetpack Rat, and they turn it into a cat? I see you.
Capability of it kind of sucks, but so does Starfield.
Yeah, it's Hamster Pack. Yeah, Jetpack Hamster.
We're about to be in a situation where we all have some kind of rudimentary understanding of putting effort towards making something. And most of it's going to suck. And we're going to understand that the effort that it took to make something that sucks has to be magnified significantly to make something that's good.
Don't worry, chat. I'm going to make something for you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to make something for you with AI. I'm going to take the AI slop, not video game wise. I'm going to take AI and I'm going to make it slop. I've already done it with music. Right? I think the music that I've done, right? Obviously I'm writing the actual lyrics, but the music that's brought into life, I think there's actually pretty good. Okay? I'm going to take pictures and a video. I'm going to make a music video for you guys. I don't know what song I'm going to pick, but I'm going to make a music video for you guys of all AI stuff. And it's going to be shit, but it's going to be entertaining. At that point, you're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to hate it. You're going to say, I love it. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It's going to be entertaining, and that'll be the point.
Regardless of how, that's bad for crappy games. But it's not bad for good games. Good games are good. That's the point. I made my point, right? People should try to follow Capcom's model instead of whatever the hell Ubisoft says it's going to do with live services coming soon. I mean, that's really the long and short, right? What do you think? Leave us a comment. Let us know. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon.
There you go. Link in the description down below. I got to put the other stories in there. I forgot to put those in there. Let me fix that real fast. Yeah, I'm the reason I'm just getting what I paid for, Krebsy. That's all I'm doing. I'm just making taking what I paid for, making sure I get my part. Let's see here. What was the other one? We had this one. There was one more. What do we have? Oh, the Overwatch stuff. We had Overwatch. Let me have the video for Overwatch. I'll have to find that again. All right. Now we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Crimson Desert. There's a new video out. Send it to me. This is a 9-minute long video. 9 minutes of, I guess, it's overview 2, combat and progression in Crimson Desert. Before we actually get to this, what do you guys think about Genie, right? Do you think it is what it is and it's never going to get evolved anything better? It's always going to be that slop that happens. Or do you think that this is the worst it's going to be and it'll evolve over time? Warbear says, damn it, you're the reason the Steam machine will launch at $2,500. You want me to write a song about it? I mean, if it's going to cost that much, we can get a song out of it. Krebsy says, though I said that yesterday, I asked AI a question, and I had to think like 3 minutes. It's like 5 RAM sticks burnt. It's funny you say that. I watched Asmongold ask a question to ChatGPT about what's the guy? What the hell's his name? The PD file, the PDF file. His own island. He asked him. He asked a question about it, and it was like thinking and thinking. It was like blowing up. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't about him. It was about Strammer, the guy from England, the politician. And he asked him about Hitler, who has a lower approval rating. That's what it was. And ChatGPT couldn't think about it. He like broke it. I was like, how much RAM is being blown up by at that moment that they couldn't even think about it? Eclipse says it won't be slop, but hopefully Steam will also keep me up to date on the AI use. That's right. Rowick says, I think it'll be good. A good tool for showing someone your vision quickly. 100%. You know those like crazy dreams that Kojima puts together and puts in a video game? Well, now all of us can do that. Waterbear says, depending on how the catches on, could be another tool in the toolbox, or it could just go away. AI is rapidly evolving, so it's hard to tell for now. Did you guys see, before we get to this, did you guys see this? I saw a video. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. There was a video that was out there that showed... Yeah, here it is. It's on Instagram. Can I make this full screen? Okay. So this is 2023 to 2025. Okay? 2023 to 2025. May of 2023, robots were barely walking, falling over, and whatnot. 2025, they're literally running. Right? That's how fast. This is what we're doing. We're teaching robots how to walk to run. All right. Let's go to the next thing, which is Crimson Desert. This is, I think, as of right now, the biggest game that everyone's anticipating to come out to be a phenomenal game. This year. Also, there's going to have a lot of other games coming out later this year, but this is, I think, the first one that's like massive. even though Neo's out. Neo comes out tomorrow, right? People are excited about that. It scored like a 9. But let's watch this and see about the combat and progression system.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Crimson Desert Features overview video.
Bro, every time I see this...
Welcome back to another...
When I see this and see how high you are up on the mountain and how far... Like, I'm not even talking about this ridge here, right? I'm talking about the ridges in the back, okay? Like, can we get there? Like, how big is this game?
Crimson Desert Features overview video.
Like, look at that. That's insane.
Last time we took a closer look at Pywell, its characters, the stories within, and open world exploration. Today, we'll be shifting our attention to another important aspect of the game, combat and progression.
And by the way, people are like still skeptic, right? Which is really funny to me because these guys have shown video after video after video talking about it, showing you it, right? And yet people are like, I don't know. Meanwhile, Highguard showed you a trailer a month and a half ago. It showed up on the day and everyone's like, greatest game ever. They showed nothing. No advertisement whatsoever. These guys are showing you basically everything. They're like, it went gold 2 months ahead of time. We're putting it out a month early to have people review the actual game. We're showing you the actual combat systems and stuff. And everyone's like, I don't know.
Combat in Crimson Desert is visceral, and the battlefield is yours to shape. You will grow your arsenal of skills, weapons, and equipment, and it'll be up to you how you use them. Whether it's an aggressive offense, precisely timed defense, or even using your mount and the environment to your advantage.
You can get a fucking bear? You can get a bear? Water, is it okay if I take the $20 you gave me and I can slide it over to this game? Is it okay if I take it away from Toxic Commando and put it towards this game? I mean, I'm not buying this day one yet, but...
Combat in Pywell is full of possibility.
A fucking mech? All right. $20 is sliding over.
Wield a wide array of weapons from sword and shield, spears, great swords, axes, and various ranged weapons. Each weapon has its own advantages.
You fucking just did a power driver.
So switch back and forth to the ones that best fit your style and the situation you're in.
Fucking musket. What's happening in this game? You can ride bears, dragons, have mechs, and she's loading a fucking gun with gunpowder and pounding it in? Where the fuck are we living?
Powerful weapon skills can be paired with hard-hitting, bare-handed hits and kicks, as well as a wide range of grapples to create seamless chains of attacks.
That's cool. Did you see that move?
Creates.
Watch this. Picks him up, spins him, and then flips him into the wall.
Seamless chains of attacks.
Bro.
Elemental enhancements further expand your options by empowering key abilities, allowing you to burn, freeze, and stun enemies. So combine weapons and chain skills the way you want and forge your own approach to combat.
This game right here is going to have water bears stop playing where winds meet, whatever the fuck it's called.
Your mobility and timing are also a big factor in combat. Slides, dodges, counters, and swings flow directly into attacks, keeping you mobile and relentless.
Here's for Black Desert.
Oh, did you... Kermit says, it's not really Kermit, but Brain Clip says, here's for Black Desert. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kermit.
Well-timed guards and dodges open up enemies for a counter, letting you strike back and keeping up the pressure. The result is combat that feels grounded, yet explosive and endlessly expressive.
I gotta say, man, the combat looks good. It looks good. That's the thing, though, Eric. People are worried about this because of the developer that created Black Desert Online. And this was supposed to be an MMO. This was supposed to be like Black Desert 2, basically. But then they revamped it and made it into a single-player game.
Of course, the skills you've just seen won't all be available from the start.
Wait, what did he just say?
Just seen won't all... Of course, the skills you've just seen won't all be available from the start.
I might play as this dude right here.
If you've seen some of our previous gameplay videos, Cliff is usually shown at a much greater height of his power.
Well, of course, because you wanted to sell it. You're like, holy shit, it looks amazing.
Wielding...
All you do in the beginning is... That's it. He's doing his little kung fu. Like your little action figure, all he's doing is this in the beginning.
A wide range of devastating skills. But when you awaken in the aftermath of the Black Bear's assault at the start of your journey, you start from scratch with a more limited set of abilities and equipment. A core part of your journey in Pywell is the transformation from a survivor into a truly formidable Greymane, and you decide how that progression takes place.
Look at the scope and the elevation that's happening here.
As we mentioned in our previous features video, you will acquire artifacts.
Here's the one thing I don't think will happen. I think they're overselling it here, right? Right? You see how many animals are here? Now, I'm just taking from my past experiences with Red Dead Redemption. Hey, I don't think they're going to have this many animals in one little area. I would love to be proven wrong, right? I would love to be proven wrong.
Facts. Fragments of the abyss that have fallen to the world below through quests, combat, and exploration. They lie at the end of many trials in the possession of powerful bosses and hidden across Pywell, including up in the abyss. Acquiring these artifacts will be crucial to your progression, as they enable you to increase core stats like health and stamina, unlock new skills for more skill chaining potential, and enhance existing ones, thereby increasing your combat and exploration capabilities.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play him.
Some skills and upgrades cannot be obtained through artifacts alone and must be observed firsthand out in the world.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool. So you learned it from the guy, and then you use it later. It's like a Mega Man
You may be the type to want to upgrade your stamina quickly, to run and glide around the world
a fucking helicopter umbrella? What is this game?
Longer to explore. Or you may want to unlock and upgrade all the diverse grappling skills to continuously slam enemies into the ground. Decide which skills you want to combine and unleash during combat, and choose the direction of your progression by considering your playstyle.
Bro.
While learning and mastering your skills is important to winning battles, the equipment you bring to the battlefield can be just as crucial. As you travel across Pywell, you can buy, find, and craft the gear that gives you the edge in combat.
The mighty blade tests the heart of its master.
Your equipment can be up.
You know what I always hate about buying weapons at a thing? You never do it. You never do it because there's always a better weapon that you're going to find that you don't have to pay for.
Upgraded for higher stats. Materials for upgrading your weapons, armor, and equipment can be found in a wide range of ways.
Oh, I didn't know this was high guard. I didn't know there was farming in this. Well, I'm sold.
Through mining and hunting.
Yeah, this is like fucking Red Dead Redemption.
Defeating powerful bosses. Through quests and by uncovering them in hidden locations. You will also be able to customize equipment with extra stats and special effects. Mix and match these across your weapons and armor, and experiment to discover what combinations work best for you in the battlefield and out in the world. All of that preparation leads to your greatest tests. Across the continent of Pywell, fearsome bosses rule.
The fuck is this? Are these mechanical dinosaurs? Like they look, I mean, obviously it's a dinosaur, but they're shaped as pterodactyls. The hell? What kind of game is this?
Waiting for your challenge. They come in many forms. Human and beast, steel and sorcery.
What is this?
Brute force and mystery. They'll test your limits in different ways. At the end of these hard-fought encounters, special rewards await. Some equipment earned from bosses can even grant access to their signature abilities, or grant unique effects and bonuses.
If I buy this game, we're not playing any other game for like months. This game is going to be huge.
So build on the strength you gain through each victory. Take down these threats of Pywell and prove yourself a true Greymane. That brings us to the end of this features overview video. We hope you look forward to Crimson Desert's combat and your progression journey as you explore and fight across Pywell.
Oh, see, she's cool looking too.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next and final features overview video.
You know, I know there's talk about making this a, they might have an online segment afterwards, like co-op or whatever. If they do that, that is going to be amazing. If you could do this with a buddy. Look how many guys you're fighting.
Consider where you went wrong.
That's crazy. The crazy part is also on that, you also can play it on a Mac. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, Mac, and Epic. Pretty cool.
Hello, I'm the real life.
Hello. Sorry. Didn't mean to click on that. That's insane. That's insane. The amount of stuff they showed in that game. It's funny because we've been trained, we've been destroyed so much by other games that we're like, the true. Is it really going to be that? It's going to have that stuff. We're a month away. We're a month away, and they're constantly showing and talking. Now, obviously, I understand the marketing department, right? They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're going around and showing you what the game is. Now, could it be a day before where they look so good and so many things, and then it comes out? I don't think so, man. I don't think Pearl Abyss is trying to pull one over on our eyes. I think they're like, you know what? This is it. Let's put this out there. I think this is Pearl Abyss's Elden Ring. I do. I think this is their Elden Ring. This is their game that they're putting out there, and they're like, this is how we win people over. Because we lost the trust of people, and they're like, this is how we win people back. Now, could it change? Could the game come out, they do what they do, and then they make it a live service type of thing? Could they add the online aspect, which was talked about, and that's how they monetize it? Is it like a Grand Theft Auto Online afterwards? Could be, right? I don't have a problem with that. If you sell me a game, and then there's more of the game down the road that you either pay DLCs or if it is an online type of thing, cool. Look what they're giving us. Look at what they're putting in the world, right? They had me at the mech. I was like, what, a mech? Well, actually, they had me at the bear. It's crazy. It's a lot of stuff, man. Eric says there's also been a lot of talk of the fighting from those who have also gotten their hands on it with it, and they say it's more like fighting a game style of combat where you chain combos and Souls-like combat. Altern says, I know where I'm going to be spending my ice cream money. Sorry, Randy. Waterbear says, but hey, 30, I don't know. It's actual gameplay. I haven't seen enough. If it's good to be true. I mean, I think it looks good. I do. Right? I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not pre-ordering it. I'm not going to pick it up day one. Right? When does it come out? March what? It comes out on March 19th. Is that when it comes out? Comes out. Where the hell is it? Yeah, 19th. What is that? Is that a Tuesday? I mean, if it's getting, well, I'll be honest with you. If it gets good reviews before that, March 19th is a Thursday. Yeah, so I don't need to buy it day one because I won't be streaming it, right? Because we don't stream on Thursday nights anyway, except for the podcast. So it comes out on a Thursday. It comes out. People talk about it over the weekend. I'll see if it's doing good. People love it, and then I'll pick it up and then I'll do a playthrough of it. They're also confident that they're also giving the game streamers a month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Giving it a month ahead of time is the big selling point for me because they want people to put their hands on it and they want to talk about it. They want people to talk about it. Jason says journos are already trying to bury it. Are they? Eclipse says, yeah, I watched the interview with the guy that also said they had two different departments. One that's always working on an MMO and the new IP. Cool. Eric Jones says, game looks too hard. Looks too hard. You don't think there's going to be like a difficulty slider? You think that's it? Because it's not high guard. Aku says it's Pearl Abyss, Elden Ring. Now we know Travis won't play it. Well, he said he's not going to play it because I believe he watched an interview with Luke Stevens. And he was interviewing the guy and said it's not really story driven. I think how Travis likes games that the story rich. He says it's not rich story. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm all about open world games, exploring and going around doing stuff. So it's right up my alley. And that world looks amazing. All right, let's see what else is happening. Oh, there was is there any footage of the Turok game that they showed? Indiana Jones' Great Circle's coming to Nintendo Switch 2. What is this? New game in the Horizon universe called Horizon Hunters Gathering. So it's Monster Hunter. So check this out. So it's a new game in Horizon universe called Horizon Hunters Gathering, developed by Guerrilla. Cooperative action game, up to 3 players. Experience from the Killzone multiplayer titles. Roster of unique skilled hunters. Melee and ranged play styles and weapons. Challenge and replayable hunts. Closed play test coming to PlayStation 5 and PC end of February. Game has a narrative campaign and fully canon. Story doesn't stop at launch. Vibrant social hub where players can connect. Cross-play between PlayStation 5 and PC. Cross-progression. No final release date yet. Coming on PlayStation 5 and PC. So here's some gameplay footage of it. They basically made Monster Hunter, but in the Horizon world. So there you go. Monster Hunter, Dauntless, all that type of stuff. What did you say, Krebsy? I can't scroll up. Let's see. When it was the last Xbox Game Reviews, the game's a month before launch. Krebsy says, I see tech demos, but will gladly be proven wrong. Or, proven wrong. Altern says it's not going to play is because the game is actually good. Jason says Sony announced Horizon co-op live service game. Yep, there you go. More like Dauntless? Yeah. I mean, but Dauntless is Monster Hunter. That's why I said Monster Hunter. I went to the source, not the one that copied them. I like Dauntless. Dauntless was a good game. It was much more casual than Monster Hunter, but I loved Monster Hunter Worlds. I don't think it's going to be free to play. Maybe it is. It doesn't say free to play. Expand gameplay, look into Horizon Hunters Gathering coming to PlayStation 5 and PC.
War of Hunters Gathering.
Incoming attack!
It is tactical, reactive, and skill-based. It took the precision and tactical depth of Horizon's combat and built it for a team environment.
Why did they go with the art style of this, though? Like, they really made it look like Dauntless. Why didn't they make it look like Horizon?
You'll have to read enemy movements, time your attacks, and combine abilities with your squad to take down the most powerful machines.
Yeah!
It is a challenging game, and you really have to earn that victory. And when you start a mission, you pick and prepare your hunter. Each has very different melee, ranged playstyles, and weapons. You can select between classes for each hunter that change their abilities, from tank to support or tactician. During a hunt, you can tinker with a roguelike build system. Every machine encounter you beat gives you powerful tactical options. You've got perks, weapon upgrades, and various upgrades to your stats. In each run, you'll have to try and find the best possible combination of power-ups to take on the biggest machines. You'll be able to explore 4 large and very different environments at launch, each with its own look, its own atmosphere, and its own challenges for your squad to master. At the center of it all is the Hunter's Gathering. This is where you upgrade your gear, tweak your loadout, and team up for the next hunt. It is also just a fun place. For example, you can hang out in your own customizable campsite and then head back into the wilds.
It's only 3 of you. It's only 3 people. Is there like a social hub where other people can come in?
Horizon Hunter's Gathering is all about challenge and mastery, and the missions that you go on lean right into that. During our first playtest, you'll get to try 2 very different mission types.
Let's show them what we got.
In Machine Incursion, you fight to stop a large-scale machine assault on the tribes.
Here we go.
With your squad, you plan and coordinate which randomized power-ups to collect before facing a relentless boss machine.
Work together, win together.
Time is limited, with a violent storm closing in that cuts down your options to get stronger.
What is all this?
The next is Cauldron Descent. In this multi-stage dungeon, the hunters take the fight to the enemy. You decide which path to take from brutal machine.
Now, they said they're early access, right, coming out. When does the game launch is what I want to know. And if they say a roadmap before the actual game comes out, I'm done.
Encounters the really challenging obstacles. They all require teamwork. Every clear chamber shapes your run and gives you power-ups to descend deeper and claim the rewards. These modes are the foundation of Hunter's Gathering. Tough, replayable, and built for squads who want to master them.
It does look like Wayfinder, Breezy.
We'll continue to evolve them with your feedback throughout our playtests.
All right, so there you go. They got a playtest coming up. Right. Remember, you need friends to play. You can't play the game solo. That's gonna suck, huh? I don't know, man. As long as you have 2 other friends, you should be good. The question is, can you use... Oh, wait, here's a Game Informer. They have more information. Game Informer has more information on this. Oh, can I not? Okay. Guerrilla Games revealed a cooperative Horizon multiplayer game, Horizon Hunter's Gathering. Guerrilla Games has revealed a long, simmering multiplayer title set within the world of Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. The game is called Horizon Hunter's Gathering, and it's coming to PlayStation 5 and PC. Horizon Hunter's Gathering is a co-op action game set in the American West where up to 3 players assume the roles of hunters who also protect the world from deadly machines. This evolves going on. Is this different than the MMO that they were working on? Is that still happening? Dismantled machines combat and Guerrilla describes as tactical, reactive, and deeply skill based. The game also sports more stylized art direction, more keen to animated film, or Dauntless. I just did that. The roster consists of 3 hunters. Though this roster will grow over time, with distinct playstyles and weapons, both melee and range, one character wields a giant rocket-powered hammer, another hunter slays foes with spear, while the third one uses a bow. Combat still involves targeting a machine's specific body parts and dismantled it, and players also combine abilities as strategically coordinated to assault. Think Horizon mixed with a cooperative dynamic Monster Hunter, though. The combat is much faster paced and over the top than the traditional Horizon title. Hunters can be assigned classes such as healer, damage, and dealer, and also changes their playstyle in favor of either support, tank, or tactician. A roguelike build system allows players to assign on several randomly earned perks while playing and surviving a run. We'll also be finding the best combination of perks and upgrades. Players will also get to know these personalities and narrative campaigns. This story mode can also be played solo with NPCs alongside friends, and a fully canon universe, except to meet new characters and new ministries, and Guerrilla promises the story will also be expanded over time with new adventures and narrative beats. 4 large maps will be available at launch at the center of the social hub called Hunter's Gathering here. You can also connect with friends, customize characters, and visit shops and upgrade gear. In addition to the campaign, 2 multiplayer modes have been revealed: Machine Incursion and Cauldron Descent Machine Insursion. See players battle waves of machines led by also a powerful boss, which they already said. Horizon Hunting Gathering supports cross-play between PlayStation 5 and PC, as well as cross-progression provided you're playing using the same PlayStation account. Players can also get your first sample of the game in the upcoming closed playtest. This small-scale test will also be available on PlayStation 5 and PC at the beginning of the end of this month, and you also sign up via the PlayStation Beta program. For fans wondering about how the new game affects the status of presumably in-development third mainline Horizon game, Guerrilla Studios director made it clear at the start of the announcement video that the Horizon Hunters Gather does not signal a shift away from creating a single-player experience. So I want to be clear about this. We absolutely love making single-player games, and we're also going to keep making them. We're also a huge part that we're also the studio, but next to that, we also have a long-standing dream to try something different, our own take on how to explore the world of Horizon together with teams and machine hunters. I wonder if you get to be the main character inside there, or is that going to be a pre-order bonus? Today's news should also be confused with the Horizon Steel Frontiers. They've recently announced, okay, so that's still going, MMORPG, set within the Horizon universe and being developed by NCSoft for PC and mobile. That game also has no release window. So there you go. There you go. I wonder, though, there'll probably be a pre-order bonus. When the game is about to die, so they bring in the players back? Maybe. I mean, look at this. They show. Note the funny part is right here. Look at this. They show you 3 characters, right? 1, 2, 3, but they have 4, 5, 6. They have 3 other characters in the official thing here. If they're gonna release this, needs to be a game like this needs to have more characters and stuff like that, more classes and stuff. Minimum what they have, which is 6. I hope at launch they have more than the 3. I've never played a Horizon game, Altern, so I don't know. I own one, but I've never played it. I've seen Co play it. 2 iconic franchises, 1 amazing mashup, a totally unique experience, and you don't want to miss World War Z, the game. Join us live in 20 minutes, which was 29 minutes ago.
When you're cooking up a spread, you can't forget.
Hold on one second. They have the Walking Dead expansion coming out. I find it funny that they bring it out right as next month we have Toxic Commandos coming out. Ray says Horizon's strongest feature is the graphics. Remove that. What do you have? I mean, they haven't started this yet.
Hello.
Oh boy.
104.
I'll wait.
How many?
I'll wait for this to be done, and then we'll talk about it next week. I don't need to watch that now. Starfield PlayStation 5 release date might have just leaked, and it's not far away. It looks like April 7th, 2026 will be the Starfield release date. Speculation, though. Not official. And what else we got here? Bethesda confirms Fallout 4, Skyrim, Oblivion, Switch 2 retail releases will be code in a box. So no physical disc or cartridge inside of the Switch 2. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else. We'll be back. We'll be back later tonight for Generation X Gaming, a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories from the past week, and we rant along the way. That's 8 p.m. tonight. Join me and Sarge. Appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. We do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Up there again. Welcome to the world that never ends.
Run, escape, open doors in no one. Browse a world where grinding was fun. Halo 2 brought online fight. Xbox Live, friends all night. World of Warcraft ruled the land. Raids and guilds, a global band. Guild Wars said no sub, just buy. Fantasy Star Online reached the sky.
These five, Run, escape, Halo 2, Wild Guild Wars,
Always online, patching through time. Living worlds we buy and grind. Seasons turn, the loot rolls in. Every reset we log back in. From pixel towns to battle scenes. Where chasing live service dreams. League of Legends legends, free to play reign, skins and champs, the money chain. Team Fortress 2 with hats on show, cosmetic cash flow starts to grow. Destiny promise, 10-year plan, shared world shooter for every fan. Warframe rising from the dust, Space Ninja grind you learn to trust. Hearthstone cards became a trend, digital decks with no real end.
Always online, patching through time, living worlds we buy and grind.
Events drop, the hype begins. Every update pulls us in, from mobile fights to cosmic scenes.
Word chasing live service dreams.
Overwatch squads and payload wars, seasonal skins unlock the doors. Pokemon Go got us outside, catching mons with AR pride. Fortnite drop, the island's hot. Battle Pass Gold, the juggernaut. PUBG built the BR craze. Winner, winner, gameplay stays. Apex Legends, squad-based flair. Respawn spin kept players there.
Always online, patching through time, living worlds we buy and grind.
Seasons roll, the meta spins. Every patch we dive right in, from payload runs to battle scenes. We're chasing live service dreams. Genshin Impact got to rise. Anime worlds beneath the skies. Call of Duty, Warzone fight, dropping in each endless night. Final Fantasy second thrives. MMO King, it still survives. Roblox builds with endless play. User worlds lead the way. Marvel Rivals joins the show. Superhero squads are set to go.
Always online, patching through time, living worlds we buy and grind.
From raids to drop, from skins to wins, every era pulls us in. History told in data streams. We're chasing live service dreams.